What are you saying, people? It's myself, Moro. Welcome back to another video on my channel where we talk about trainers, streetwear, life, and everything in between. As always, we're on the road to 100 videos. We're about 10% of the way there. So make sure you like, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. The shoes that we're going to be talking about today are these. The Yeezy 500 in the Taupe Light colorway. So this review is going to be a relatively shorter review in comparison to the other reviews that I've done on this channel. I'll be leaving a link above for the Yeezy 500 in Flame video, where I give a more in-depth review of the Yeezy 500 silhouette as well as that colorway. The Yeezy 500 Taupe Light hasn't been received as well as some of the other colorways, simply because it is very similar to the blush and the salt colorways. Although I don't have a pair of the blush colorway here to show you, you would see that there are quite a few similarities, although you can notice that this is a shade or two darker than that. However, I would honestly say that if you weren't in the best lighting, or if you were outside and you weren't too close by, you would just think it is the same pair of shoes. Now, despite the fact that this wasn't really received too well by the majority, I do personally think this is a great alternative to the salt and the blush colorways. As we know, many people are joining the sneaker community day by day, and I do think that for those that weren't able to grab a pair of the other shoes and believe that the resale for those shoes are a bit too high, this is a great opportunity for them to be able to get a shoe that was relatively easy to get at its drop for a retail price. I myself wasn't really too particularly fond of these shoes, and I only entered into the one raffle on the Confirmed app and still managed to grab a pair of these shoes. Fortunately, on StockX, the resale price for this isn't hovering much above retail, so for those that weren't able to get it at the retail drop, you can still pick it up on resale afterwards. As with most of the other Yeezy 500s, the Yeezy 500 Taupe Lights come in your standard Yeezy 500 box, 500 on the top, and the appropriate size labeling with the colorway, size conversions on the side. Moving into the shoe, but starting on the sole, we have the same Adidas sole that was first featured on the KB3s, an old school basketball shoe, and we have it in that Taupe Light colorway with the Adidas logo embossed to the front of the shoe. Moving upwards, we have this same rubber portion that covers the majority of the bottom of the shoe and does act as a mud guard. As we do know, the Yeezy 500s, it has a very soft suede, which is quite easy to get dirty, especially on the toe box area. The remainder of the shoe is covered in this Taupe Light colorway. The mesh, the leather portions that are in between the lace holes, as well as the suede that wraps the lace holes and the back of the shoe, are all in this Taupe Light colorway. As for sizing, as always, I recommend that you go half a size up from your normal size. I do wear a 9.5 or a 10 UK, and I did get these in a 10.5. And that's pretty much it for the Yeezy 500 in the Taupe Light colorway. As I've said, I do think that these shoes are a great alternative to the Yeezy 500 blush and the salt colorways. And so if you do want to get them for resale, as I said before, they are not hovering too high above retail, so it's a great chance to get these now. One thing that I do think is going to happen is I do think that as time goes on, as with all the other Yeezy 500s and some of the 350s, the resale price will slowly rise. Another thing to note also is that we are seeing a restock, I believe, of either the blush or the salt colorway, and so if you weren't able to pick these up at retail and you don't really feel like paying resale, then you can wait for the restock to pick up those at retail also. Let me know if you found this video useful. Let me know if you were able to pick up a pair of the Taupe Lights down in the comments. It's myself, Moro. There'll be many more videos coming soon. Peace.